Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here. We are here for our weekly reading for July 23rd, 2026 and a 3-card pick. The deck that I'm going to use is this Magical Hours Tarot. Magical Hours Tarot by Cecilia, I'm going to say Lattari, and I apologize if I mispronounce anything. Beautiful deck here, relatively new for me. We'll pick 3 cards from there. We'll go over them and then we'll do a deep dive. I'm going to get a clarifying card from the Botanical Dreams Oracle. This is by Lynn Araujo. And again, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize, but that's where we're going to get our clarifying card. And then we're going to do our 3-card pick using this Starlight deck by Jessica Lee. So that being said, without further ado, I want to remind everyone it's for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe as it helps the channel. And with that, I'm going to shuffle these Magical Hours Tarot cards and let's see what we get for the week, our weekly energy for the week of July 23rd, 2026. Let's see what we get for July 23rd, 2000 for this week. And of course, this is a general reading. If it resonates, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. So let's see. All right, we'll go through those. Let me just pick the cards first, then I'll show you everything. Now I'm shuffling this Botanical Dreams Oracle deck. Here we go. And here we go. First card is at the 7 of Wands. And then we get the King of Wands. Get the 6 of Pentacles. And then for our clarifying card, 33, which is grace. 33 being a master number, which I just love that. So let's see what we have. Let's see what we have for this 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. This is another card of conflict because in the Wands we experience the impetuous energy of fire that ignites and sometimes challenges us. Yet this is also a card of pride and strength, for it is the card that pertains to your core values. Here you encounter what you believe in and what moves you. You can see it shining brightly in your heart. Sometimes you need to take a radical stand to take charge and defend your position. This is the card of activism, representing those who are not afraid to speak their mind or those who find at last the courage and the opportunity to stand up for what they believe in. It gives space and a voice to those with less privilege. It invites you to dismantle the privileges you possess by standing alongside those with less agency, becoming their voice. Support those you can through small or large actions. Let your light shine as a guide for everything you believe in. Yeah, okay, I love that. This is really, you get, might feel a little bit of beaten up maybe, but you persist, right? And then we get this King of Wands. Let's see what we have for King of Wands. There we go, King of Wands. I love this artwork. The King of Wands is the absolute leader. He has a clear and lucid vision, and he heads towards the goal completely immersed in the process. This means that he is very charismatic, charming, intelligent figure. He's a very charismatic, charming, intelligent figure. At the same time, he can be so caught up in pride, thinking everything he believes is right, that he forgets who he is leading, becoming arrogant and haughty. This king is looking ahead. He knows how to close the circle and has the ability to do so. He puts himself out there, fights for his ideals and for what he knows can be accomplished if we follow the path he has laid out. He is unafraid, brave, and fearless. Also moved by fire, he clarifies vision and sees where others cannot yet look. He is to be trusted when we decide to let his energy into our lives. Realize we have the 7 of Wands and then this King of Wands, and then we go into the 6 of Pentacles. Let's see what we have here. 6 of Pentacles, which is really, oh, that's Peek, my kitty cat. She's done eating lunch now. She's back for her nap. So the 6 of Pentacles. The figures of the previous cards seem to meet here in the 6 of Pentacles. There is one person giving because they are rich and 2 people taking because they need it. Giving and receiving are profound meanings for this card, which shows that they are both practices to be carried out with a humble heart. Giving to others too much means losing the idea of self-care explored in the 4 of Pentacles. Not knowing how to ask or conversely taking more than we need also leads to a great imbalance. It teaches us to give and to have in just measure, a reference to our planet from which we cannot take endlessly and to which we must return wealth and care. Mother Earth is a master of this delicate art, if only we were to listen to her wise voice. Okay, there we go. And then let's read. We're gonna do a deeper dive into this, like I say. And then what we have, I'll read this 33 card for. I love 33. Wow, master number, right? And I love it too because it's a grace. So here we go. Let me move these cards out of the way. Here we go, grace. Gazing out as you dance your graceful movements, you are able to see how far you have come. Living a life of equilibrium means accepting everything that has happened without blame or judgment. What you thought were mistakes were merely lessons that brought you to this place in time. You've learned to master so many challenges from an unpredictable world. You've discovered your own humanity and embraced many lessons that have helped you live a more serene life. You've come to understand the subtle difference between reacting and responding, and the value of making requests rather than demands. You know how you can step lightly and speak softly, but have no doubt you'll be seen and heard. Others now look to you to help them find the pathway to a life of grace. It says you've evolved into a person who faces the challenges of life with equanimity and grace. So I love this because it's a beautiful, we start out right. We're here with this ones. We're feeling, we have to stand up for ourselves. We have to stand up for others. We're fighting the good fight, right? And then we start to realize that we can tap into and bring into this circle of us having this perseverance and getting a little bit beaten up as we go through life. We can step back and have this King of Wands energy, which is sitting back but being humble, because it said don't get like where your way is the only way. That's not the case. Okay, it might be a great way, might be a good way or a great way, but it's not the only way. But coming in with new ideas, and I love that, knowing and being able to close the circle, right? Having that leadership energy and ability to come in and put your vision out there, right, for yourself, but being able to really follow through with it and get the job done, okay? And then this Pentacles, this Six of Pentacles, like, it's like the balance is now, like we're kind of moving this week from this, running around, kind of fighting and getting out there and getting in the mix. We're kind of going from there into this leadership ability where we can sit back and we can really just move energy and move, thoughts and know who to call and know the best way, right? The best route to get something done. And this is what brings that balance. And it's a give and take, right? We're helping, we get helped. We're helping, we get help, right? We're learning how to really put this balance into play. It's how the world really is. I mean, it's, it's light and dark. I mean, it's all balanced. Everything is always working towards balance. And I feel like this is really a wake-up call for many of us who are watching this reading to really bring that balance into our lives as best we can. And then what happens? Grace, right? Grace now draws us along. Grace pulls us forward. We now have things in place. We're working. We're always, managing in that. But now we're in a place of calmness. And, like the strongest place to be is when you're really your gentlest. That's really the strongest place, is in being gentle and kind and moving forward and knowing, and I think I said this actually yesterday during some of my readings, is knowing that people may be watching us to see, well, how are they reacting, right? How are they doing it? I'm going to do it like they do it because like they seem to be effective, right? So teaching without, and not really going out to teach, but knowing that, of course, others are watching us and how will we react, and that brings in the strength and it brings in the growth and it brings in the teaching of how for all of us to start to move forward with grace, with kindness, with love, right? And knowing that that like all is right with the world, right? And there's that saying, life is hard but it's still good, and just embracing it, moving forward, being graceful. Beautiful message for this week. As always, I love these energy readings because they always help to kind of ground me and put me back into where, kind of realign my thinking as to where it really needs to be. So that being the case, now we're going to do our 3-card pick with the Starlight deck. If you're looking for a message from Spirit or from, your higher self, or something that you need to, get some, maybe a quick answer on, think about it, right? We'll see what we have for the cards. And you can pick a card and see if you might get a message that that helps you out. Okay. So here we go. It's a small deck here. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card 1, new horizons. Old ways won't open new doors. Much of like what the reading is, right? I'm getting the chills. Old ways won't open new doors. We have to sit back and you might be time to sit back and reevaluate how you're going about things, how you're talking to people, how you're communicating, how you're thinking about things. You might need to have a little bit of some new ideas coming in to open the new doors, right? If you picked card 2, radiate. Let your light shine through. I love this. If you got this card, it might be time to let that light shine through. If you have something that you want to share with the world or something that you want to do, realize there's probably somebody out there that needs to see you doing it so that they can learn how to do it too, or learn from you in some way. Maybe not, because we all just do what we do and, with no expectation on the outcome. But chances are, if you're feeling the need to get a message out there to let your light shine, there's someone who needs to see that. And if you picked card 3, you got trust. And it says the light in you cannot be dimmed. Trust, right? Trust in yourself, trust in love, trust in being kind, trust in grace. And so just trust those gut feelings, right? As you move forward. So that's what I have for you, my friends. I will be back tomorrow with a 3-card pick for the weekend for our weekend energy reading and a 3-card pick. So there you go. I will see you tomorrow. And until then, namaste.